In this example, we will be using partial fraction decomposition to rewrite this fraction. However, right here, when we factor out the denominator, which is x cubed plus x, we will get x times x squared plus 1. Where notice right here that x squared plus 1 is an irreducible function. And here, the way we're going to rewrite this function is 2x minus 3 all over the factored form, which is x times x squared plus 1. And now the first fraction is going to be the denominator x, and we go down a power, giving us a constant in the numerator. Now my other factor, which is x squared plus 1. Now this is a quadratic, so if we were to write our numerator, we need to go one power less. So then here we would have bx plus c. So let's assume on the bottom it's a cubic, x to the third power. So then if it's x to the third power, and let's say plus 2, and assume this is an irreducible factor, then the top would be bx squared plus cx plus d. So you keep on adding terms depending on what is your power on the bottom, and you just go down a power less. So here now my next step is multiplying by the common denominator, which right here it's x times x squared plus 1. Doing that, we would obtain 2x minus 3 on the left equal a times x squared plus 1 plus bx plus c times x. So this step will just get rid of the denominator. And now from here, I will get rid of the parentheses. So 2x minus 3 is equal ax squared plus a plus bx squared plus cx. I will multiply this x to every term inside the parentheses. Now here I would rewrite this with writing the like terms next to each other. So everything that contains x squared, I will write them next to each other, plus cx plus a. Now here I am gonna group things together. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I am gonna factor out a common multiple, where here is x squared. So I would have a plus b x squared. Now here I only have c times x, so technically there's nothing to factor out. Now here I'm gonna match the constants in front of the variable to each other. Notice on the left hand side I do not have x squared, so I will place 0x squared in its place. Anything multiplied by 0 does not change the value of the equation, so it's a valid step in math. Now I would create my system of equation. So here, x squared, whatever is in front of the x squared, I would set them equal to each other. So my first equation would be a plus b is equal to 0. My second equation, whatever's in front of the x, gets set up to equal to each other. So c is equal to 2. And now my constants, which is only a, gonna equal to the constant, which is negative 3. Now this problem is nice because it already gave me the value of a, which is negative 3, and it already gave me the value of c, which is 2. So now right here, I only need to solve for b. So using the first equation, a plus b is equal to 0, I replace a with negative 3 plus b equal to 0, and that gives me that b is equal to 3. After I obtain my a, b, and c values, I will rewrite the fraction as a, which is negative 3 over x, plus b, which is 3x plus 2 all over x squared plus 1. Now I always advise students to always check their answers by adding these fractions together And by adding these fractions together, you always obtain what you started with.